Hey, what's up you guys, After Reaction. Today I'm going to be reacting to some more Gotham Knights. This is Season 1, Episode 6. I'd really like to know how everyone's feeling about this show, because to be honest with you, I'm sitting here like maybe 5 minutes before recording this, and I just am dreading it. I don't know what it is. I just find it boring and unnecessary. Like, I'm looking at... It's weird, okay? I'm looking at last week's episode on my, like... Okay, so for those of you on YouTube, I don't know if this is gonna get cut or whatever, but whatever. We do, like, a poll each week with all of the reactions that I did and released onto Patreon. It asks you what your favorite reaction was this week. And Gotham Knights has 4 votes, which is actually more, like, one more than Ally McBeal. But I actually enjoy Ally McBeal, so I don't know, man. And then, like, the previous week, I skipped because I was busy, I guess. I don't remember. Episode 4 got 4 votes again. Episode 3 got 6 votes. That's probably the best that it's gotten. 5 episode 2, and episode 1 got 7. So episode 1 was definitely the highlight of the show so far. I just want to know how you guys are feeling about it. Have you guys just gotten really, really bored of it? Or, like, am I watching this for me, or am I watching this for everyone? Like, I want to know what the consensus is at this point. It's not that... Look, I think there's such thing as a TV show being a bad TV show. I think there's such thing as a TV show being a good TV show. I think there's also something called just a boring TV show. It's not that this show is bad. It's got some decent acting, it's got some characters that I kind of like, but I'm just kind of bored watching it. I'm not gonna lie. You know, I said I would give it 3 episodes, and, you know, here I am recording the 6th one. I just figure I'm gonna try really hard to finish the season, because I'd like to see where it goes. And I don't want to be overly negative, you know, but I just want to complete it at least. But yeah, I just want to know how you guys are feeling about it, because I mean, when I look at... Let's take a look at it on YouTube, actually. That was silly. Oh, it doesn't matter. Alright, let's take a look at it on YouTube. So we've got progressively lower views each episode. I mean, the highest amount we've got is the pilot, obviously, with 1.3k views, and then we've got 582, 472, 407, and then the most recent episode had 443. How about comment-wise? I'm just trying to get, like, a bit of an idea of how you guys feel about this. I mean, I thought that the Charmed reboot was shit, but I still watched it because it was entertaining enough. You know, there was enough there for me to enjoy, I guess. This just kind of feels boring. You know, we've got 57 comments on the pilot, 25 on the 2nd episode, 8 on episode 3, 8 on episode 4, and 8 on episode 5. So, I mean, it's not doing well. It's just like, it's one of those situations where it's like, it's an hour of my Wednesday that I could be reacting to another TV show that you guys really, really want to see. But at the same time, it's not very long. I actually don't know how many episodes this season is going to have. Maybe it's 13. I don't really know. But it's not very long, so I can get through it. And I want to get through it because it's not much. But it's just, yeah. It just feels like a bit of a chore at the moment. I don't know. Maybe this next episode will be fucking great and I will change my mind entirely. But yeah, now that I've, like, you know, made my opinion very clear, and you've probably clicked off the video because you figured there was who wants to watch negativity. For those of you 3 viewers that are left, hi, how's it going? Let's get into the episode.
After 50 years on death row, notorious felon Joe Chill is set to be executed this Friday night. Chill became a household name in Gotham after he murdered Thomas and Martha Wayne. It was this tragic slaying that undoubtedly fueled the younger Wayne to become the vigilante known as Batman.
I mean, duh.
All right, Mr. Chill, your lawyer called, I'm here. Mind telling me why?
Every condemned man should be granted a last request.
Really? Remind me, what was the last request you granted Thomas Wayne?
Why do you think that after 50 years on death row, this city is suddenly itching to execute me?
50 years?
Who indeed?
Hello? No. Wait, did he say 50 or 15?
50 years on death
50? No. Okay, no. That implies that he got caught like 2 days after or something like that. That implies that Batman's pretty fucking old, and I don't like that. That means that Batman is at least... I don't know, let's say he was 5 when his parents were murdered. It depends. I don't know how old he was here, right? Maybe I'm nitpicking, but this doesn't make sense. Okay, let's say he was 5. Right? Means Batman was 55? Like around about 55 years old? When he died? What the fuck? And that's if they caught Joe Chill like 3 days after or something like that. You know? 50 years in prison? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. That's the incorrect amount of time. Dude has been in jail for 50 years. That's... Also, I'm sorry, this guy probably looks about 60. So what, he was 10 when he...
showed up on my meal tray
when he killed
yesterday.
Martha and...
So you do know
Thomas
what
Wayne.
it is.
What do you know about it?
I'm not telling you.
Then why am I here?
The only person I want to talk to is the kid who killed Batman.
What are you doing here? I thought you hated the studio.
Yes, but I love you. This is the only place I can ever get a hold of you.
The network has us under the gun with this new season.
And I have something to show you.
A cipher? Oh, that's fascinating.
I've tried every cipher I can think of, but...
Nothing worked, so you wanted my help.
I may have learned from the best, but I'm not the best.
So flattery is the best policy, I see.
I'm only asking because it's important.
Is this for school?
No, it's the secret McKillen family ledger outlining all their crimes. Of course it's for school.
I wouldn't want this to count as cheating.
Dad, please.
My little Sherlock. Fear not. You'll figure it out at last.
Mr. Dent? He wants to set up an off-the-books meeting between you and Joe Chill.
Lucky?
How was that lucky?
This is Joe Chill we're talking about, Gotham's original baddie. I mean, do you know how many crooks started up because of him?
Of course you're Joe Chill's biggest fan.
No, I mean, it's not just me. Like, he changed Gotham's criminal underworld forever. He's like the patron saint of bad guys.
I don't think you know what patron saint means.
Look, I enjoy a great origin story as much as the next guy, but I'm a bit more curious as to why a murderer wants to talk to the grandson of the people he killed.
Harvey asked Joe Chill that same thing. Whatever it is, he'll only tell it to Turner.
Our very own Bat Brat. Going face to face with Joe Chill.
Wasn't sure you'd come.
I've always kept my word with you. Now let's see if you do.
Hey there, Harv. Remember me?
You're difficult to forget.
And you're difficult to remember. Maybe a little splash of color on that suit would help.
Turner, what is this?
What? You thought I'd come alone? I made that mistake with Cressida.
You saw Cressida?
Uh-huh. She was working for the court since day one. She'd been poisoning my dad, so their assassin could take him down.
I can't even believe it.
So you can imagine why I'm hesitant to trust anybody.
You can trust me.
Which is exactly what a person setting a trap would say.
Look, every time I think I'm getting close to the truth, it goes up in smoke. Now, we all need answers about the Court of Owls. But you, Turner, you're the only one Joe Chill will talk to. If I turn you in, none of us will ever find out what he knows.
Yeah, but if you turn him in, your poll numbers go through the roof.
If this were a trap, a GCPD SWAT team would have taken you out the minute you pulled a knife on me.
Sounds about right. Well, you two have fun trusting each other.
Joe Chill's gonna be executed in a few hours. So, how do we do this?
Excuse me.
Sorry, stupid thing's got a bum wheel. I know you. You're Carrie, right?
Are you here volunteering?
I'm finishing my court-mandated community service.
Wow, that's selfless.
You know where I can find the oncology wing? I'm kind of lost here.
Yeah. Yeah, just
Yeah?
come with me.
So, what are you in for?
Not living up to my mother's expectations. Have you met Dr. Kelly?
No way. Your mom's Dr. Kelly?
Yeah.
She's,
Intense?
I was gonna say busy.
That too.
Can we focus, please?
No, I mean, like, literally, I can't focus.
You said your dad was challenging you. He's a game show host. Every word he says is a lead to an answer.
It's being cryptic, per usual. My little Sherlock, fear not. You'll figure it out at last.
Sherlock.
Something to do with Sherlock.
Fear. Last. Your dad was giving you a clue. In the Valley of Fear was the last Sherlock Holmes novel. The villain leaves an encoded message using a book cipher.
Oh, how much alcohol did it take for you to have this realization?
It was an answer on last week's quiz bowl.
Yeah, Harper's actually a big fan. She's never missed an episode.
So, I'm not really a big fan of Arthur Conan Doyle or Arthur Brown. What the hell is a book cipher?
If Harper is right, the numbers in here correspond to a page, line, and word in a book.
Find the right book, and we can decode the entries.
So all we have to do is find one book among a few billion possibilities. Great.
So much for last requests.
Don't be too sure.
You wanted to see me.
Turner Wayne.
It's Hayes.
I've followed the Waynes in the news for decades.
If you love the Waynes so much, why'd you kill them?
Why'd you kill your father?
I didn't.
I know. When your father was murdered, the evidence against you came together just like that. And their case, unlike the late Dark Knight, was bulletproof. But this is Gotham, Mr. Hayes. Nothing's ever a straight line. Nothing ever just falls into place. And if it does, it's because it was put there. Trust me, I know what that looks like.
You can't seriously be standing there telling us that you're innocent.
The night the Waynes were murdered, I was given a job. Muggs, some rich couple, didn't know they'd have their kid with them. I brought along a .38 caliber to scare them, but I never pulled the trigger. Wasn't even loaded.
My dad saw you shoot his parents.
That's what he thought he saw. The bullets came from behind me. 2 perfect shots. I couldn't have done that if I'd tried.
What, so from
Sure.
his perspective, it looked like you shot them?
Just because a story looks convincing doesn't make it true. They say you used the same .38 caliber to kill your old man. Is that true?
I mean, there wasn't a witness, but sure.
There's a guy in trauma too who really needs help. Can you go get your mom?
Ask a nurse.
Everyone I've asked says that they're really understaffed right now.
I know. My mom says it's been even crazier with Batman gone, like worse than ever.
I'm not really sure this guy can wait much longer.
Take me to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told anyone who would listen. I told my lawyer, I told the press, I told the pigeons. It didn't matter. It's easy to hide evidence when you've got your hooks into the GCPD. Besides, thief graduates to murder, that story goes down easy, especially when it comes out of the mouth of an 8-year-old boy, the exact same age you were.
Okay, so he was 8.
Your parents went, right? I didn't blame Bruce Wayne for hating me. I watched him grow up in the press, too. But later, when all of Gotham learned that he grew up to become Batman, oh, then I blamed him. World's greatest detective couldn't figure out that I was framed.
That's why you really called me here.
Sure.
I want you to hear the truth while I'm still around to tell it. To show you we're more alike than you think.
You're right. We're the same. The court used me to fit their narrative, just like you. You were a thief who graduated to murder. I was a spoiled kid who wanted more Dad's money. And you know what the worst part of all of it was? Everyone believed it. Friends at school, strangers, even people I thought of as family. So I'll tell you what I wish anyone would have told me. I believe you.
I don't.
I'm sorry for everything you've been through.
Sorry, it is.
But if
It's
we're
just
gonna make
ridiculous.
the court pay, then we need information. Please.
It just sounds ridiculous to me.
Tell us.
What do you want to know?
What's Irish? Over 700 pages and until recently, stuck in the return bin. James Joyce's Ulysses. You can't go wrong with the classics. Unless you're Quinn Parker, who's gonna owe a honkin' late fee.
Page 247, line 5, word 6.
Location?
Where did I hear that book recently?
Yesterday.
It was in Roswell. Weird.
Oh my god, Colin. You are so
Annoying. He knows.
and right. I think we just cracked a code.
Oh yeah.
Before he was murdered, Bruce Wayne received a coin just like that.
Karen's owl. Payment for the ferryman to transport the souls of the dead.
Oh god,
So
the
it's,
ferryman.
A death sentence?
More than that. It's a message. The court's way of telling whoever receives it, we've won.
So they're gloating.
Well, they killed Batman. Why not take a victory lap?
But why keep you alive all these years?
My theory? The court needs me to keep Gotham looking under its bed so it doesn't look up to see the real monsters that control this city.
Patron saint of bad guys. You were useful to them until me and my friends started poking around. We must be getting close, making them nervous.
Time to tie up loose ends. Bet I'm not the only one to receive a coin lately. Have you gotten one, Mr. Dent?
No.
Well, maybe the court finds you useful. You'll find out soon enough when you're mayor of Gotham, or 6 feet deep.
So, how can we stop them?
You can't. They're too powerful. They're in the stones and the bones of this city, kid.
So what the hell can I do?
Give up.
Give up? But that's your sage advice? Why did you even ask to see me?
So that you could see me. Look at me, Mr. Hayes. I am what your future looks like. You cannot beat them, but you can keep from ending up like me. Believe me when I tell you that a quick death is better than 50 years in a cage.
You can't mean that.
There's no way you've been
There's
in
still
here for
time.
50 years. I'm
For both of
sorry.
us. What if
That
I got you a deposition?
doesn't make sense
Would you
to
then
me.
tell us everything you know?
Wouldn't make any difference.
If the court's so desperate to silence you, you must know something. You're clearly a threat to them. What do you know?
About 2 years into my sentence, a new inmate moved in next door. We used to talk. Eventually, conversation turned to the Court of Owls. This guy let me in on a little secret. He said he knew the key to finding them. But a few hours later, my new neighbor was found dead. The official story was that he swallowed his own tongue.
What did he say about finding the court? What was the key?
Interview's over.
I was told I'd have a lot more time.
You can have all the time you want, but his time is up. We need to prep Mr. Chill for execution.
I have a stay for this prisoner.
Governor just rescinded it. Execution's back on for tonight.
The court always wins.
What was the key?
He just kept repeating that damn rhyme. He never got past the second line. Beware the court of owls that watches all the time. Beware the court of owls that watches all the time. Watches all the time.
What does that mean?
Watches all the time.
What does that mean?
Watches.
I mean, they have watches or something. Ah.
Hey, you tell me if you received one of those coins, right?
Yeah, I haven't, but I know someone who has, and with what we know now, I need to warn him.
He's in rough shape. Passed out from the pain.
Is your mom on her way?
She's not coming.
What?
She's being pulled in a million different directions, just like everybody else around here. I'm gonna do it.
Wait. Have you ever done this before?
When my mom was still in med school, she would practice her suturing on bananas. She even let me try a few times. Got pretty good at it.
He's not a fruit. He's a person.
I know.
Yeah, but she's probably done this.
So you're gonna stand there, or are you gonna help? Keep the wound clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
You sure you know what you're doing?
You're not to tell anyone about this. Especially not my mom.
I mean, you look like you know what you're doing.
Thanks.
Where do we get with the ledger?
We think we've solved it. I figured out it was a book cipher, so we went through all the books in your fancy school library.
And I decoded one of the entries.
And I made sure no genius on genius homicide happened throughout the process.
Turns out it's a street address.
Time may be running out for Joe Chill, but not for us. We're going to this address.
Whoa! Where do you think you're going?
To check my work. How else will we know if we really cracked the code?
Nope. It's too dangerous. It could be part of the court's criminal organization.
Or it could be their favorite takeout place. Won't know until we try.
What is all that?
Cocaine.
How do you know that?
Come on, you think they're gonna pack that kind of heat-guarding aspirin?
Well, I think we've established that the ledger is indeed a record of criminal operations, and we should find a nice, dry place where we can call the cops.
You mean like with the McKillens? Those probably are cops.
It's a lot of lives ruined in there.
Yeah, I missed the part where that's our problem.
Well, maybe it should be. Because out there, it's someone's problem.
We could stop them. I mean, we've done it before.
Those are automatic weapons in there. And you know what? For the record, we are not the Gotham Knights, okay? No matter what the dumbass news says.
Some fights are worth the risk.
Yeah, and some fights will get you killed. This little good deed that's giving you all the warm and fuzzies right now is gonna turn into a shootout that you will not walk away from, which is why I'm getting a head start.
So, anybody want to give me a crash course on being a vigilante?
All right. What's so damn important that you drag me here in this weather?
How about your life? Where's the security detail we talked about? Lincoln, you're in danger.
Oh, so now you're
The
concerned
lighting
for
in
my
this
safety.
fucking
Because here I thought
section is
you only
gold.
cared about saving convicted felons.
Look, I know that you have no reason to trust me, but you damn well better listen. That coin you showed me, it means you're marked for death.
Is that right?
The Lord is my shepherd.
Automatic weapons, and none of them are fired shot.
So I'm telling you, you need to get yourself someplace safe because the people that left that coin...
The people? Don't you mean person?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you do.
No, I actually don't.
Come on now. We both know that you're the one that planted that coin.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. My cup runneth over. Thou anointest my head with oil. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me in the presence of mine enemies. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.
I mean, you're just turning it into something you
You
could
think
snort.
I'm the one that left that coin for you?
I told
You
you I
set it on
faced
fire.
the GCPD, and they say that you checked the coin out of evidence the same day that I found mine. Now, if this is some twisted scare tactic to try and force me out of the race, it's not going to work.
Lincoln, I am trying to save your life.
Just like you saved Joe Chill's.
And I will dwell in the house of the Lord. Forever.
Damn thunder.
not the storm. The lights are still on across the street. Lincoln! Lincoln!
"50 years on death row came to an end tonight in Blackgate Penitentiary's electric chair. Again, Joseph Chilton, better known to Gothamites as Joe Chill, is dead. Consider it justice served. We can only hope that it brings closure to one of the darkest chapters in Gotham's history. To all those who knew and loved Bruce Wayne, we can only hope this offers some peace."
What now?
We'll know that when we decode the rest of the ledger. See if we can find out where all that ill-gotten money is going. It might just lead us to the court. You okay, Steph?
Yeah. Nothing a little quality time with an ice pack won't fix.
You'll get used to it.
I'm not sure about that.
Steph.
I mean, I went in all full vigilante, but that guy was a trigger pull away from killing me. And if Harper wasn't there to take him out, then I'd be...
Steph, you did great.
Thanks. Honestly, I never realized how scary this is for all of you until tonight.
If we weren't scared, we'd be dead. Earlier today, I told Joe that everyone in my life believed the stories about me. But that's not true. You stuck by me. You even helped out those other weirdos when you had no reason to. You're the one person who's always there to remind me I'm not alone. Everyone adds something to this team, but I would have given up a long time ago if I didn't have you.
Oh my god. Brody's dad. I have to go. Brody. I came as quickly as I could.
His dad is still in surgery.
My mom's on a flight home right now.
Brody, your father is in stable condition in the ICU.
Well then, Callan
them.
didn't do well.
The ICU nurse will come by soon to go over a few details.
Hey, Mom.
Ooh, it's half of his face. Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Gotham Knights Season 1, Episode 6. It was okay. You know, there's a little heartfelt moment there with Stephanie where she was like, I almost got myself killed. Like, I thought that felt real. I find it really hard to believe that Joe Chill was innocent. I don't know. It just seems bizarre to me. I don't know. I think I talked about everything already. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.